Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PSN review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Fat Princess, which if you've never played it before, it's basically an online deathmatch style game, capture the flag thing. It's best to show it off though. At the start you've got the options where you can create your own character. There's all sorts of things you can do, different hairstyles and that, so that's really cool. You've got the options where you can choose how much blood and gore's on the game, and then you can go to the downloads to get extra content when it comes out, which is the only downside to the game really. It's £12 and then there's extra content to come along as well. So it is expensive, but to be fair, you do get a lot for that £12. You get a lot more than certain games at similar price ranges as well, so it has been done really well. Bragging rights are just basically the leaderboards and that. Play with yourself is the one player mode, play with others is the online mode. The one player mode is just basically the same stuff you're going to be doing online, only you're doing it with CPU bots. Control freaks there is just basically to choose things that you actually want to do the games with. There's also a ton of training modes and all that to do as well, in case you want to know learn what to do before you go on. But then, as I say, you can create your own game, and if I've counted correctly, there's basically 8 different actual maps. Then there's the ability to play soccer or football if you'd rather. I prefer football, but it's called soccer on there, so I'll show that off because it's mad. There's all sorts of different modes and classes and that, but because it takes a while to like connect a little bit, because it takes like a minute to actually load the game, then I'm just going to cut in actual gameplay. So here we go then, this is the actual gameplay, and as you might have imagined, it's a bit mad for soccer. You can actually still get your classes as well, so you can pick up hats and like choose, like turn into warriors and mages and stuff like that, so it is just complete madness. So as I was saying though, there's basically like the 8 maps, and the 9th one with this one, and then there's like different classes it can be. There's I think 6 overall if I can't correct. There's like, as I say, there's the mages here like this, there's clergymen, there's warriors, there's archers, there's workmen, all do different things. You can then pick up items like this, for example bombs there, and activate them and have them detonate and stuff, as well as picking up the hats. But the whole point is that it's actually a team deathmatchy style game with capture the flag elements. So showing off soccer, while it's something I wanted to do, it isn't what you're going to be doing the whole game. So I'll just cut into a proper actual, well, match really. So here we go then, a proper match. But one thing I'll quickly mention, as I actually set out the classes, I realised there are only actually 5 classes, so don't know why the hell I said 6 and then mentioned 5. There are only 5 classes, but the whole point is, you've basically captured a princess, although this one appears to actually be a different mode. I think this might be Team Deathmatch, I can't really remember, but the whole point of the main mode, you have to capture the princess and rescue the princess and stuff like that. So I will show that off, seeing as it hasn't put us on that type. But this one here, just kick the crap out of the other people really with the different classes, and you have to capture like bases and that. So it works really well, it plays really well. I haven't experienced any lag or anything. Graphically it looks fantastic, even though it's cutesy, it's full of blood, and it's just really fun to play. It even eliminates the need for headsets, which means that you're not going to get shouted at or experience racism or like that, because the voiceover guy tells you everything you need to know at any point. He basically shouts when the princess has been captured or when they've breached castles and stuff like that, so you all know to flock to a wall or flock to where the princess is, or run to help out your teammates. So it's really cool that it does that as well. Right then, now that I am actually on the princess mode, you've basically got their princess captured there and they've got your princess. The whole point is you have to run up to their doors, because to be fair you have to build the doors first for the workmen, but you have to run up to their doors, kick the crap out of their doors, and then basically run up to the princess, pick her up and take her back to the throne. So it's basically like capture the flag, only there's bits of cake around all over the place, and the whole point of the cake is, sorry about this, I've just realised someone has actually taken our princess and I'm kicking the crap out of them now, but the whole point of the cake is you feed the cake to the princess to make her fat so that she's harder to carry, because obviously thin like this you can run pretty quickly, you don't really get bogged down or anything. After feeding her about 20 pieces of cake or something, she's an absolute, well, she's absolutely massive basically, and very hard to carry, and it's just one of them things that basically works really well, because as well as being offensive all the time, you can be very defensive, as like for example building the doors, because when the doors are there, even though they're open, they can't get past them, but when they're not there they can just run in whenever they like. So you can build doors, you can like fatten up the princess or anything, be defensive, or you can of course just see her, sod that, run over and kick the crap out of their doors, try and take their princess. It just works really well. As I see it, I haven't experienced any lag or anything. The maps are well, look, it's stupid to say they're just the right size, because the maps are actually really tiny, which means you're always going to be able to find people, even on this here with only 8 people, and it's up to 32 players, so there's definitely going to be a lot of frantic action all over the place, and it's one of the things that I really like, because when I have went on maps with a load of people, it's just madness. It's like what for example, the soccer match was, because even though, again, that only had 8 people, it was a smaller map, and you saw what that was like, with just people running in and going ape, kicking the crap out of people. So, works really well, plays really well, and well worth £12 if you've got it and you like this style of gameplay, because while the single player is just basically the online with bots, the online works just fantastic, really.
Princess has been rescued.
And there we go, Princess been rescued. You just now basically have to defend until the timer in the top right finishes, and then that's it, we win the game. Although in all honesty, I'd like to see a little more defending and a little less fannying around.
The enemy has the prisoner. The prisoner has been dropped. We have captured the prisoner. The enemy has the prisoner. The prisoner has been dropped.
And here we go then, what a way to end the vid. We win. Captured our princess, well, regained our princess, captured the blue one, perfect. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.